In the beef sector this week, some analysts describe the May cattle on feed report as more of the same old song. Of course, for producers, it's a pretty good tune as prices are expected to stay firm. Extension Ag economist Brian Williams discussed some of the major points of the on-feed numbers with me. Brian, did the monthly cattle on feed come out about as expected?
It did. The number of cattle on feed was down about 1%, and the marketings were down about 2%, and both of those were just right in line with expectations. And then our placements were down 5%, which was a little bit lower than what was expected.
So it sounds like the bigger picture is pretty much about the same as we've been talking about for a number of months.
It is. Same story, different month. We got tight numbers and the demand still staying strong. And
with the tight supply and prices kind of up, is that impacting exports at all, that picture?
It's not. Actually, our exports, I was looking at some of the numbers earlier, and for the year they're up 5% compared to a year ago. Mexico is a big customer, and exports to Mexico and Hong Kong were both up 85%, and then exports to South Korea are up 13%.
Well, on the face of it, it looks like with the picture about the same, prices looks like they could stay where they are. Is that what you're seeing, or what's your opinion?
For the foreseeable future, yeah. It looks like the number of cattle out there, cow-calves, those numbers are low. The producers are trying to retain heifers, so it looks like for the foreseeable future we're going to see tight supplies and high prices.
Now the feeder cattle market in particular, some analysts, if you read online, have described as being on fire, the price picture there. What's your opinion on that? Are we perhaps nearing a top with the prices running so strong in feeder cattle especially?
I think we're going to see more of the same. As I mentioned, producers are trying to retain more heifers, and that's really just tightening up that supply even more, at least until the herd gets built up.
Well, we're at the Memorial Day weekend. Is that likely, you know, how is this, the high price picture going to play with what's usually a little bump in demand for grilling out, cooking out?
Well, there is a bump in demand for the beef. It looks like the cash sales are a little bit slow so far this week, but they're expected to pick up towards the end of the week. But it's grilling season. Memorial Day is a huge grilling weekend, and so I think the demand's still going to be strong over the weekend.